Can you guys see me okay? Can you hear me okay? I'll put you guys a little further away. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me okay. Let me know in the comments if everything's okay on your end. I'm doing okay. Had a little bit of a stressful last week. Oh, good. Thank you. Lots of problem solving, really trying not to get frustrated, really trying to stay positive. It's been a little bit tougher this week because it was just kind of one problem after another. Problem with Gerald's visa application, which shouldn't have been a problem because he's married to a European citizen. They just keep asking more and more information, which, the governments love asking all kinds of documents. They want to know why our income is so low. Well, because we have two handicapped kids that have been home full time, so we can't really work the way we used to. So now I have to go and explain that why our income is on the low side, and explain to them that hopefully next year, by September of next year, both kids will be full-time in school and we'll be able to do much more readings and work than we did before. Anyway, and then this Friday, our Wi-Fi went out. So we have no more Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi or whatever you call it. We call it Wi-Fi here, Wi-Fi in America. So apparently I called Orange and they said, well, it looks like your telephone landline is not operational. And that's why we don't have internet. So, and they can't come and fix everything until next Tuesday, I think. So my kids have been very stressed out because they can't watch their YouTube videos like they always do. And they're very much stuck in a routine. So, but, and then a bunch of other stuff that was just like, it's like every day was like, I had a to-do list for this week. I got nothing done on it because it was just like problems just coming in every week, every day of the week. So I was a little frustrated, but I know that, one of the lessons that I still have to master is just to not let it get to me 100%. I'm really good now at kind of, giving it the inside and this and that. I just, when it comes to things that are important, like the Wi-Fi, I can handle all that stuff. But when it comes to things like a visa, whether or not Gerald is allowed to stay in this country, that's where I get stressed. Because I hate the fact that other people get to decide where you live. That really bugs me because this is Earth. Okay, these borders are imaginary. You should not be able, it shouldn't. I just get frustrated when it comes to all of that, and that really gets under my skin. And I know that's something I still need to. I can process it intellectually. I can give it a place. I can see where the lessons are, but the emotional response still kind of gets to me. So I'm still working on that. Anyway. That was my week. Oh, and then I found out that there's people, and it's not their fault. I found out that Patreon put a link on my Patreon page that said people can join for free, which is not the point. This page is what keeps us afloat, what makes us pay our bills. Without this, we wouldn't be able to make ends meet. So. When I found out that they had, without letting me know, that they had put a join free button on my page, which, I don't check my page because, you install it once and you figured that's how it stays. But, it did get to me. I know it's not your fault because you just saw the button and pushed on it. But what gets to me is that they didn't tell me. I didn't get it, they didn't give me a choice whether I wanted that on my page or not. And they already take a good portion of the money that you guys pay as their own fee. So, you don't make too much off of this, but it's better than YouTube. I can tell you that. But so if there are people out there who did click on the free membership button, please sign up for the $3 one, because I will block everybody who's a free member, because that's just not. Patreon is supposed to provide funding. That was the original idea. And for some reason, they've put a free membership thing on there, which I had no clue about. So, like I said, I'd love to do everything for free for everybody, but unfortunately, we are barely making ends meet. So, we have a lot of costs in the house. Everything we do is like 10 grand here and 10 grand there. So, it's very expensive nowadays to do construction, but just to make it somewhat livable. But I just hope you guys understand it. I can't do everything for free. I already do so much for free. I just can't, make my Patreon page free either. And it's not fair towards those people who do monthly pay a fee, a very small fee of €3 or $3.50. It depends on the exchange rate nowadays. $3.50, I think, $3.50, something like that. Anyway, I hope you guys understand. And don't forget, if you do want a reading for next year, now that Jada's going to school full time, I'll be able to accept more readings than I did the year before. As Patreon members, don't forget, you guys get to request it tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the 20th. Yes. On the 20th, tomorrow, send me an email with your request and write down the name that you go by on Patreon, so I can check whether or not you're a paying member or not. If you're not a paying member, you won't get the privilege of requesting a session beforehand. Okay, so double check on what kind of thing you signed up for, and hopefully you make the decision to go for a paying option, because I really don't want to block people, but I don't know what else to do. So I did contact Patreon and ask them to immediately remove that link, which I noticed that they did do that. I did tell them I wasn't very happy with it, that they didn't mention it, but they keep changing things, and people have problems. People say, look, here's my payment. They keep deducting my payment, and I get no access to the account. Every time I sign in, it says I have to sign up, and I already pay every month. If you get that, just let me know. I'll send you the link for the Patreon help page, and a lot of people have already been reinstated their access. So it's far from a perfect thing. I'm sure they scam us out of money, because it's it's so hard to keep track of everything. We don't have a lot of control, so I'm pretty sure they're scamming people. But it gives me the most income of all the sites that I've tried so far. So hope you guys understand that. All right, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. Let's see here. Karen, hi, sweetheart. Did we make the right decision regarding the surrogate grandparents for my daughter? Okay. I don't know, but let's see if we can get an answer for you. Which one? This one. Okay. All right, Karen, let's take a look. Oh, what are you doing, stupid computer? Everything on the internet nowadays is frustrating. Heather, everything. I don't like the internet anymore, but it's the only way for me to reach out to you guys, to connect, and everything is so, I don't know, it's changed. But boy, do I keep getting validations that I have already moved to a different timeline, a different parallel reality. Because when I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my modem, with the Wi-Fi not working, the key, there's always a key there on the bottom, right? That's your password that you got to give in to get access to your Wi-Fi. Now, I used to know it by heart because my daughter's phone was always asking the password, and I constantly, like 20, 30 times a day, had to put it into her phone just for her to access it. And so Friday, when I checked, I looked at underneath the thing for the key because I didn't remember, it was a while ago, but I do remember it was a very, very long number. And now it's like 4 numbers. It used to be like 10 numbers. Like, it was a very long number, and it annoyed the hell out of me. And now it turned to 4 numbers. And I'm like, and it's like the first 4 that I remember. But then the rest disappeared. So even that's different. I've had so many Mandela effects and so many things that have changed in my reality. And I'm like, what? And we've only had one little thing, so we've never had any other modem. It's always been the same one. So yeah, I think we're hopping back and forth. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this. I found out because I'm always, I always say that, my memory is really bad, and it is. I mean, it's horrible. Sometimes I feel like I have Alzheimer's or something. My memory's always been bad since I was, a teenager. Always bad. I only remember really traumatic things, and everything that's good and happy fades in the background. I know it's there, but I can't bring it into my memory. So I was asking about that because it seems like now that this ascension is happening, the memory is it's worse and worse. And I'm like, what is going on? And this is what they told me. Apparently, memory loss is something very common when we're ascending to a new dimension, because we believe it's just one frequency and we move to another frequency. But there's all these different variations within those 2 main frequencies, right? All these different, tiny little bit of different worlds. They all look the same. We can't tell the difference. And we're basically hopping in between all these realities. We're constantly changing parallel realities, but because they're so close to each other, there's such little differences in frequency, we don't really notice the big changes, just little things. But the thing is, every time and apparently we do that like all week long, we're constantly hopping in between the 3D and the 5D and the 4D. They never talk about 4D because there's such little difference between 3D and 4D, but we're constantly hopping in between those parallel realities on a daily basis, a weekly basis. Every time we hop and we connect to a new virtual reality, a new version of the same Earth, our memories from the previous parallel reality stay in that reality. We don't take our memories with us every time we switch. And we're constantly hopping between parallel realities, like all the time when we're ascending. And so that's why our memory kind of goes, because we think we're not remembering. I mean, it's there, but the problem is our memories are stuck in other realities, where they were made. And that's why we have this kind of illusion that we have memory loss. And I was thinking, that makes sense, because they told me through other mediums that I'm a person who is constantly hopping realities. That's why it's just so crazy to be me, it's hard to live the way that I have to live, because I'm constantly, according to that, what they said, I'm accessing like 18 dimensions on a weekly basis. When I channel, when I do this, when I do that. So I'm constantly hopping parallel realities while I'm awake and not even knowing it. And so that's why my memory has always been like crap, because it depends which timeline I'm in, which parallel reality I'm in. That depends, how would I say it? It depends on the timeline that I'm in. That will determine what memories or I have access to and which ones I don't. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Anyway, I might ask Spirit to maybe do an extensive post on that, because I have a hard time explaining, but I understand what they were saying. You know me, when I don't channel, it's just like and I don't get into that channel vibe. I have a hard time expressing what I know. But I don't know if it makes any sense the way I'm saying it or explaining it. But it made sense to me. I was like, that explains why I have such a hard time bringing up memories. I can't for the life of me bring up. I know what happened in here. Like, I know what my life looked like, but when it comes to my daily experience, all those memories fade very quickly, and apparently it's because I'm constantly hopping virtual realities, leaving memories behind, and then when I go back to another reality, I pick that memory back up, and then I remember. It explains a lot. And as we're ascending, we're moving closer to the 5D, hopping every frequency that's a little higher to another version of reality and another version of reality until we get stabilized in that 5D. So we're leaving memories behind as well. Isn't that weird? I mean, it's just weird. It's so screwed up. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It might make sense to some people. It might not make sense. We'll see. But if you're experiencing a lot of memory loss and just kind of like not being able to bring up certain memories that you had, then that might be the reason, because you're leaving them behind in the parallel realities that you move up to or up from. I need a Karen card. They don't want to give you a card, Karen. Oops, there it is. That it is. Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, Answer the Call, Time to Shine. You have another one. That's the first card. And then this one says Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lesson. So what am I getting on an intuitive level? I do feel that you did make the right decision according to the requested life lessons, life experiences that need to be learned or that need to be experienced. For some reason, these light beings really kind of jump out. It's almost like this was already you think you made the decision, but they're saying your soul's already made the decision before you came into this reality. Therefore, you simply followed the knowings of a predetermined what's the right word? Predetermined. Oh man, I lost my word now. In another year, I'll be like this. My brain will be all fried from hopping all these dimensions. Anyway, Karen, I'm zooming out. So the decision, did you make the right decision? Yes, because the decision you made, you didn't really make. It is actually a decision that was made on a soul level before you came into this journey, and therefore you simply were guided to make the decision that would align with the decision that was made before incarnating. Does that kind of make sense? So yeah, destiny. There you go. Thank you. Woo, I'm all over the place. I told you I had a really crazy week, and it's getting to me. So there, I hope that helps, sweetheart. I hope that gives you a little bit of peace and a little bit of knowing that, okay, phew, we did good. We did good. Okay. Let's see. Who else am I being drawn to today? Frederick. I always forget the last name. Ogard Osawa. Such a cool name. Frederick, my sweet love, let's get your card. So if I'm a little bit all over the place, I do apologize. Been tough. We all go through those times where it just all piles up until 1 week, doesn't it? It's just like, oh, when is it gonna end? And I have to keep reminding myself, you're the creator. Don't let him get you. Don't give you away your power. You decide what happens with the visa, not them. I'm trying. I really am. The card for Frederick. Distinctive potential. Don't you love those? Those are so cool. I think those are almost extinct. They used to have a lot in the ocean, but I think they're almost extinct, those kind of whales. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Basically, it's about don't give up. Hang in there, even if you don't see the result right away. And this is in regards to, your own, feel like your own career, but also your own ambitions, your own goals. You get easily, what's the right word? My God, my words don't want to work today. You get easily disappointed when you don't see instant results, or when it takes too long. You don't have a lot of patience. And so when things take too long, you immediately crash, you immediately give up, you immediately go into this negative state, and then you kind of undo all the positive that you were doing. So they really want you to be patient, and they really want you to already bring in that feeling of success, that feeling of completion, that feeling of accomplishment into the now moment, so you can then really work towards that, and you will realize your goals. You will realize your desired success, but it really, you are in charge of that. You are the one holding yourself back. Does that kind of make sense? You are the one putting the foot on the brake because you're scared, you're afraid. There's a lot of stuff going on around you with family members that are also creating a lot of fear, that are creating a lot of doubt and a lot of worry. And they really want you all to stay in a vibration of, like me, where, just a knowing that, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and it's going to be for the best of our, in the best interest for us. It's going to happen for us, not to us. It's really about realizing and understanding that no matter how impossible things feel or see or look like at this time, that anything is possible. See, that's what they say. Nothing is impossible. Everything is achievable. Everything is a reflection of what you believe to be true. And so have fun, roll with it. Just kind of understand that accomplishments at this time of your ascension are always going to be more difficult, because you're going through the transitioning. You're going to, in a way, a reinvention of your world, and therefore certain personal projects are kind of put on hold in order to make sure that you make the transition first, where then your personal project can flourish. Do you see what I'm saying? If it would flourish now, it would be in the wrong timeline. It would be in the wrong parallel reality. And then you would have to leave it behind again and restart in the new timeline. Does that kind of make sense? Because that's what they're showing. Like, no matter how anybody who's in the stage of transitioning, who is awake, who is going through this transition, you can ask anybody right now, none of them are succeeding in accomplishing or fulfilling a project. Almost none. None of them are completing a project. They might be starting it, but it will never be completed until they get into the new reality. Right now, it's about getting excited about it. It's about putting things together in your mind on paper. It's about starting everything. But nothing can actually be, or nothing can actually, how would I say it? None of the new ideas can actually manifest itself into your physical reality, because right now most of us are in limbo. We're in between timelines, and we're not really grounded within a specific timeline where those manifestations can actually appear. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's why so many of us are struggling to get anything done, or to get any, because I have a ton of, same for me. I have so many ideas of things I want to try. I want to do like monthly zodiac predictions for people and so on and so forth. So many ideas. And I can't seem to get to it. I can't seem to bring it into fruition, bring it into reality. And it's because we're going through this transitioning. We can't manifest something if we're not grounded into one specific reality. Right now, we're hopping. We're hopping because we're changing, we're evolving, we're getting to the end stages of transitioning into a new frequency permanently, but we're still in the transitioning phase. So we're not permanently living into the new frequency where then our new goals will be accomplished or will reveal themselves into the physical reality. So you need to be patient, but get excited. Understand that it's your mindset that gets it. Does that kind of make sense? I am at the hospital. My husband's body is dying, trying to stay strong and confident. I'm sorry to hear that. Was he able to try because I believe he has cancer. Was he able to try the limitation of sugars and so on and so forth, all the advice that they had given on cancer, or was he not able to do that? I mean, it does happen, but sometimes, it's just our time to go, even if we don't want that to happen. Let me see if I can pull a card for your husband. I know he has cancer, right? Or at least that's what I think. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Unfortunately, we also have to accept that a lot of souls don't want to go through the transitioning. A lot of souls are going to go home and then get reborn into the new dimension right away without having to go through that transitioning. So we're going to see, and we do see it. They just don't talk about it on the news. So many people transitioning right now. This is the card that jumped out for your husband. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. I think it's for you as well. It's really about understanding that no matter how hard things are, no matter how hard it is to sometimes have to see somebody you love so much and you we believe we cannot live without. There's always something meaningful. There's a reason why this is happening. There's a reason why his soul chose to go through this process. And there's a reason why because I can guarantee you, your soul knew this was going to happen in some way or form. But it's always about growth. It's always about ascension. It's always about understanding that we always go full circle. You see how this is a circle? We always come back. We don't leave. Everything's full circle. We always meet up again on a daily basis. All right. I hope that helps, honey. And we'll be praying for you and your husband. We're all going to be sending healing. We're all going to be sending support. And know that we're here if you want to talk, okay? So tough. I understand. All right. Hang in there, hun. Tessa. Okay. Let's get your card. Any information on my love life? I don't know. We'll see what Spirit wants you to know at this time. What is most important? Well, that went fast. Moderation. He was, yes, Cancer. He was tired, but still a part of him wants to stay. That's because he's afraid. He's afraid of death. That's why he wants to stay. On the other hand, I feel like he's tired of life a little bit too, I feel. Okay, Tessa, moderation. Is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthy, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. What are we getting for you? You know what I'm being drawn to? These candlelights. It's almost like a candlelight dinner, right? And look, she's smiling at the other person that's on the other side. Look, and there's an orb right next to her, and then she's looking across the table. She's smiling. Okay. I feel like whatever's going on in your love life is a positive thing. Or if you don't have a love life right now, then I feel like something wonderful is going to come into your path. Whatever it is, it's just a positive feeling that I'm getting, okay? But I'm also feeling the same. Okay, so I do feel very positive. I feel like the person you're meant to be with is either there or will be coming into your future very shortly. But at the same time, they kind of let me know that you also have to kind of let go of the idea of it's almost like you have to let go of the idea of whatever it is you want and it's not there. That lack. Okay, you're focusing too much on the lack of a relationship because you're saying you're single. So you're focusing too much on the lack. Does that kind of make sense? That's why we don't see the partner. You're there. It's like, get excited. Okay, your partner's coming, but I keep getting focused on this. It's not really an orb, but it looks like an orb in my head. It looks like an orb. Somebody's with you, guiding you to the right person. Okay, it's coming. It's happening. But let go of the need for it. Let go of the focus on the lack of the relationship. Okay, it's not there right now. When is it coming? Blah blah blah. And let go of that and just try and enjoy every day as much as you can, with a knowing that this person, whoever they may be, it will find you. Okay, will find you. So you really need to let go, and that's where the moderation comes in. Be careful with your energy. Be careful what you express on a daily basis, what you send out on a daily basis, because that could slow down the pace in which that person finds you. Does that make sense? Yeah, and that's, you're struggling because You want it so bad. You want to share your life with someone so bad that all you're seeing is everything you don't have right now. And that you need to change that. You need to change that. Okay. When you eat and you're there alone, set another plate, Set that, put a teddy bear in the chair. Just imagine somebody's there with you. You don't have to talk to the teddy bear, but just to get that feeling of soon enough somebody's going to be sitting with me and we'll be having breakfast together or we'll be having dinner together. It's about imagining it already being so, and then what you'll do is you'll speed up the process of that. Okay, does that make sense? So, but either way, I feel it very positive. I feel like 2024 might actually be the year where somebody comes into your reality. I feel that, or 2025. So, but it's definitely coming. All right. But just get comfortable. Put a big teddy bear, like one of those huge ones. Put him in the other side of the bed. Just hug him, cuddle him like you would as the other person. It's about, imagining it. It's about creating the feelings. It's not just visualizations, but it's about feeling it, feeling the presence of someone, feeling that somebody is there, with you. And when we send that out, we feel that on a daily basis, then that's what we'll receive in the future. You see, it's our feeling center that manifests into reality, not our thinking. The visualizations are only there to help us get to a feeling, because it's this energy that creates, not the analytical mind. Okay, but like I said, visualization is a great tool to create the feeling that you need, that you want to bring into reality. All righty, I hope that helps. Let's see, Ina. Hello, Ina. Guten Tag, meine Dame. Let's get you a card. Send that a card to Germany. Which one? Ooh. The Metatron cards. You're welcome, Tessa. Hope that helps you. They always say you have to fake it till you make it, but that is like 100% true. That is the law of manifestation. If you want to manifest something, you got to pretend you already got it. Yeah, fake it to make it. It's one of the most true sayings that we have. Get yourself a big teddy bear. It works. I swear, I have recommended that to a few people, in the year after they were in a relationship. It worked. I had a lady who I've had several readings with, and the first time we met, she had been single for 10 years, and she's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. She was a really attractive lady too. She had, she was stable, she had a great job, she was beautiful, and she just could not find a love. And I explained, the spirit said the same thing. It's because you're constantly focusing on, being alone. That's where your focus is. So you're gonna constantly create and manifest more days of being alone, because that's where you put your attention on. So we worked on that and we shifted it, and she bought a big teddy bear. A year later, she was married, bought a new house, and by the end of the year, she was pregnant. So life can change very fast. Sometimes it just all comes in 1 year. Yep. So it does happen, but again, we're in control. Even I know that too, but I still have certain annoyances that annoy me in this world that get to me. I'm working on it. Ina. I need a card for Ina. Whoop! There it went. Ina. What does it say? New dawn. Welcome back. Look at that. Ooh. Welcome back. What am I getting for you? I know it's a sun that's on the picture, but for some reason I keep thinking pearl. Pearl. You're like a pearl. What does that mean? They're showing me like this oyster that you open and there's a pearl in it. It's like you're getting how would I say it? You're aligning with your most authentic self. You're aligning with that pearl that you are, that beautiful, divine, indestructible creation that you are. But you're still kind of stuck in the shells. You're still kind of stuck. So you're already created. You're in there. But you're still looking around going, man, I'm still stuck in all this mushiness. I'm still stuck in that gooey stuff, right? That's kind of what I see. You know, I know it's like an ocean and this is like the sky with a, but I see an oyster and you're the pearl on the inside, but you're still looking around and seeing all the mushy flesh and all the nasty stuff and the slimy stuff. And they're saying it's okay because very, very shortly for you, you will be waking up to a new reality. So, you know, you're pretty much there. For some, I mean, it could depend on everybody, but for some people, we're going to be completely settled into the 5D at the beginning of next year, at the end of next year. But definitely, we should all, at least those people who are awake, should all be present and stable in the 5D by 2025. But it's almost like for you, it's going to come very early. So I feel like at the beginning of next year, this new dawn will break. You will wake up and you'll no longer be stuck in your shell. Your little your divine pearly essence will be able to be released into the world. You'll be born, reborn in a way, if you want to look at it that way. So hang in there. You're doing great. All right. You're doing great. Let me just check. Oh, let's see here. Let me just check if we have any more people on the Patreon page. Marina Marte. Or Marta, I don't know. Need some guidance. I'm going through a custody battle. Oh, those are always not fun. Those are challenging. All right, Marina, let's get you a card. That's one. Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's helping, Ina. Yep. Marina, Magical Gateway. This is for Marina Marta. Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. When it comes to the custody battle, I do feel like there will be a positive outcome. I do feel it very positive, and I feel like it's going to work for both parties. Okay, I do feel like you're going to have to meet in the middle ground somewhere. But what they're saying is, you know, understand that what you're going through really takes courage, and it really comes down to just trusting in the universal plan. Okay, understand that there are multiple souls involved into this decision. Okay, it's not just you and the other partner, there's other souls involved. And know that those souls all have a say. Well, all of their energies, their thinking, their feelings, all of that will create or manifest in the ruling. Okay, so understand that you and you alone cannot change the outcome because there's too many souls involved. No matter how small they are or how young they are, that has of no importance. Their souls are all eternal beings with very much knowledge and understanding of what is going on at this time, even if that's not the case in their human form. I don't know what your situation is, but they want you to understand and have faith that everything that will come to pass will happen as it is intended or requested by the different souls in question. And as long as you trust in that process and surrender to the knowing that everything will be as it should, I have faith that my team and myself will send out the right information or the right energy in order to see my desired outcome manifested. Send that out, but also at the same time know that there's a divine plan for everyone in this decision making. So it's about surrendering, it's about having faith and loving energy into your heart, and just trusting that the universe and your soul know what it's doing and will eventually help with the manifestation of a agreed upon outcome. Okay, so it's about faith. Faith, Marina. I hope that helps. But either way, I do feel like it's going to be something that all parties can live with. So don't go into fear or despair, because that completely undoes everything you want. Just go into faith and trust that the universe has your back and will help all souls to get what they need to get out of this process. All right. Mary McGuire. Mary. Let's see. She's struggling with her new dog. Let's go for the animal card. A lot of us singles are going out to buy big teddy bears. Thank you. It really works. It's the feelings that you need to develop, and when you can cuddle, even if it's a big teddy bear or like a big pillow that you can just hold and while you're sleeping, it just gives us that feeling that, somebody's there. You can grab someone, you can visualize it being your partner. It just helps with creating the right energies in order to manifest. It really does. People want a certain car. Get the steering wheel. Just close your eyes. Pretend you're driving the car. Get a steering wheel with the right logo on it. Whatever you need to do to make it real. I'm probably going to make a Visa. Gerald's face on it. I got pictures. I'm going to stick his picture on there and pretend it's already arrived. I'm going to do it. It's how I roll. It's how I try to manifest things. Mary McGuire. Mary. Issue your card. I can hear my daughter. Oh, it fell on the ground. Hold on. Which fell? Inner desires. Set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty, or what is that? You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. What am I getting? I keep being drawn to these prickly things. I mean, it's kind of like a snail of sorts, but this seems prickly, right? This is all shiny and soft, and then there's this prickly border around it. And I feel like whatever's going on with your dog, you have to... It's almost like you have to adjust your energy in order for the dog to be able to absorb that same energy and allow it to heal himself within. Because there's this protectiveness around him, like he's trying to protect himself in some way. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just feel like there's something, there's definitely fear. I feel fearful. I feel like putting up boundaries. I don't know if he's aggressive in any way or form, but it just feels like whatever it is, it comes from fear. And he's put up boundaries, and it's affecting him too on a physical level. It's affecting you guys, but I just feel like you have to adjust, be very aware, be very mindful of your energy, because that influences their energy. Animals are very easily influenced by your energy. So if you want an animal, for example, to heal or to calm down or to let go of fear, then you have to approach it, no fear, in a very calm way, very slowly, and really work with the animal in transmitting your soothing energy into their body. It's about being the alpha in regards to the emotional energy that's filling your space, that's filling yourself, but also the environment that you and the dog are in. So it's about understanding that your intentions are being picked up by the animal, and then there's a response to it. So don't fear, stay in a positive, upbeat, loving, focused way, and really get into a really relaxed state when you're around the animal, because that'll influence the animal in a very positive way, and his health as well. Because I do feel like there's some health issues. I don't know if you're aware of them or not, but there is something that's really a manifestation from the fear and the anxiety that he goes through. So I hope that helps. Heather, let's get your card. Heather. This one. I'm just thinking about Frederica and her husband, and there's so many I call them super cancers right now. They grow at an extremely fast rate. By the time you figure out that, there is something inside of you, it's like, boink. It's crazy right now. And we all know what the cause is, unfortunately. Or at least, you know what I'm talking about. I can't say it, otherwise I get banned again. But we all know. Unfortunately, all the toxins in the air and everything they spray in there. And, there's so much how they influence us in so many different ways to keep us sick, to create, to reduce, kill off population. Because they think, because that way we're better controlled. We're with too many. Well, we're not with too many. We have plenty of room, trust me. We're going to be underpopulated in another 10 years. We're not going to have enough people to take care of the elderly. You'll see. Anyway, let's not open that can of worms. Okay, Heather. This is the card that came through. It says, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. For some reason, I keep seeing a rug. Why am I seeing a rug? Like a carpet. You're not carpet cleaning by any chance right now, are you? I'm seeing a rug. Did you kill somebody and rub them in the rug? What's going on? See a rug. A rug that's rolled up. Why am I seeing a rug that's rolled up? It's almost like you can't see the entire rug, the design on the rug until it's completely unfolded. But right now it's rolled up, so it's almost like you just need to. Um, it's almost like it's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not see the full picture. It's okay to not understand the ins and outs of everything, how everything's going to unfold and how everything is going to manifest. They're kind of saying it's okay that you haven't figured it all out. All you need to do is just express gratitude on a daily basis for everything that is received for the benefit of you and the benefit of others. It's about really focusing on expressing gratitude. Even if you don't know where everything is headed or how it's going to unfold or how everything is going to manifest or how you're going to do it, even if you have zero answers, be grateful for the positive outcome that is promised. Be grateful for the positive outcome that is promised. Positive outcome for you, and be grateful for the positive outcome for others, because what you will achieve, what will manifest, will also assist and help others in some way or form. Therefore, gratitude for both should be expressed on a daily basis. Does that make sense at all? You and your rug? It's what I'm seeing. It's almost like, because the rug, like the path is already made, right? The rug is made. It's just rolled up, so you can't see the whole picture that's on there. You can't see everything. But as you're slowly moving through life, the rug unfolds little bit by little bit by little bit, and you'll eventually be able to see the whole picture. But you have to already express gratitude because the picture's already there. It just still needs to unfold itself in order for you to be able to be fully aware of the whole picture. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm a little bit all over the place, but I hope that makes sense. Who else? Who else? Mandy Buck. Walter. Mandy. Let's get Mandy in. All right. Heather says, amazing. Yes, I have a rug. But yes, I'm working on the gratitude and I'm trying to accept and trust things will unfold as they should. Okay, good. Good. You're doing good. Mandy. This one. This one. Good. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Mandy. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Mandy. For some reason, I keep hearing gongs in my head. Boing. I feel like there's a lot of tension within your body. There's a lot of kind of blocked energies and just overall blockages within your body. And it almost feels to me like, sound therapy session, but like, a real good one, with different gongs and different things. A really professional sound therapy session would really help loosen up and release all of those energies, all of those blockages, because it just feels like there's so much tension inside of you that you've been collecting over the last couple of years, and you're having a hard time letting it go. And this sound therapy would really be an easy and gentle way, and really a relaxing way to, in a way, eradicate all of those stresses and just kind of tensions that you've been collecting. And it's not always yours. It feel like you collect other people's tension and just hoard them. You're like a hoarder of energy. And you just, when you talk to people, when you try to help people, you collect, but you don't release. You collect, but you don't release. So another thing that they want to share with you is that it's almost like, whenever you have talked to a person who was kind of very draining, or who really kind of dumped a lot of their negativity upon you, make sure that you wash your hands afterwards, and that you soak your feet that night in a little bucket of salt water. That way, all that negativity will be released, before you go to bed, and you'll be able to sleep better, because you haven't been able to sleep very well either, they show me. It's almost like you wake up several times a night because there's so much energy going in and out of your body and just kind of messing things up, that it's just not allowing you to get your deep sleep. So really work on releasing energies, cleansing, and yeah, use music. Music is your way. Okay. Hope that helps. Let's see. K Mick1 would love a card for some guidance on stomach pains I've been experiencing lately. Okay. I don't know if that's what we're getting, but we'll see what spirits which card they choose. Okay, Mick. Ooh, hold on. Point. Well, that was fast, wasn't it? I am the dreamer of my dream. I am the dreamer of my dream. What am I getting for you on an intuitive level? One, well, I think your stomach pains, also, you're not getting your deep sleep. You're not sleeping well. That's one. And it causes tension within the solar plexus area, because you seem to collect all of your stress and all your worries and all your fears and all your tensions. They all go to the belly. Okay, they all go to the solar plexus. And then we can't really sleep very well either, because it just influences your whole body. But what am I? Two things that I feel they recommend for you. One is, every day take a small glass of water and put half of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in there and chuck that down. Okay, if you need to drink some water afterwards, because it does prickle the throat a little bit, then you can do that. But you do that on a clear stomach before you eat anything. Okay, that's one. Also, you need to increase your salt intake, is what they're saying. Because there's something, it's almost like either your acidity in your stomach, there's something about the acidity that's unbalanced, is what they're showing me. It's not balanced, or it's not where it needs to be. I'm not a doctor, but it's almost like there's something about the acidity. It's not correct, or it's not where it needs to be. And so you need, a lot of people, don't listen to what they say about salt is bad for you. It's not. You actually need it for the correct acidity in your stomach. So if you have acid reflux, for example, taking a glass of water with salt in it and drink, it's not very tasteful, but when you drink it, it'll actually help. The acidity will go away. Because acid reflux, people think you have too much acid, and it's actually not correct. You don't have enough acid. So a glass of water with a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in the morning, and during your other meals, make sure that you get a good amount, or a decent amount of salt in, because it needs to rebalance everything within that acidity. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. But you need to let go of stress, though. You really do, because that's the energetic source of it, because that's where you hold all your tension. But then the physical aspect can be helped and can be healed. So give that a try. Let me know after a week how you feel. Like baking soda for acidity? No, salt, not soda. Salt, sea salt. Yes, my sleep has also been compromised. Yeah, it's just kind of a vicious cycle. So try those two things. And you can drink water with some salt in it, but I recommend sea salt, or what's the other one? I can't figure out the name. It's not Himalayan salt. It's there's another one. I'll look it up, and if I find it, I'll put it in the comment section. But there's another salt that's really good. You can get that online. I've never bought it, but I know a lot of people that use it. But I use sea salt. Okay, so try that. All right. Hopefully that helps, and hopefully it makes everything back to normal. I'm going to do one more. Moon van Donselaar. And then I'll do a group card, and then I'm going to relax. Moon. But yeah, even if your stomach hurts, that cayenne pepper can do miracles. Okay, people think, ooh, that's spicy. It's going to create even more pain. It's actually the opposite. It has a very healing aspect to it. Moon, looking at the underbelly. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine tuning. What am I getting for you? I'm being drawn to the big whale that's on top this time. Last time I was drawn to the school of fish. This time I'm drawn to the big whale. I feel like your energy is really big and really massive. But you're trying to rush things. It's almost like learn to glide. Take your time. Let it unfold. You're not going to miss out on anything. That's kind of what it feels like. I feel like you're this massive energy. You have all this information and all this knowledge. You're this massive being, but you're trying to swim like a little tiny fish that goes real fast. When you're that massive in energy, it takes all a little bit longer to get through the ocean. You ever seen a whale that speeds? It's not a dolphin. Dolphins go fast, but whales are huge and they take their time. They can't move that fast, but they go with the flow. That's kind of what I'm seeing in my head. Like they want you to just relax. Stop trying to rush things. Just flow. Go at your own pace. You will get there when the time is right. You will get there in time, according to your own design. So just trust and flow. All right. That's what I'm getting for you today. I hope that helps. Flow. Let's do a group card. Which one? That one. Sometimes we just need to go, whoa, and then go, whoa. You guys ever seen that movie? What's it called? Finding Nemo? The turtle. You gotta be like the turtle. You just gotta chill. You gotta chill and just flow. What's his name again? I forgot his name. Don't remember. Don't remember the name of the turtle. Crush. That's his name. Crush. The turtle Crush. Just look him up and go, whoa. You just gotta flow, man. That's what I keep seeing. This whale just elegantly. I keep seeing this big whale elegantly getting to where he needs to go. You know, he's not as fast as all the little fishes, but he'll get there exactly when he's destined to get there. Yeah, and he enjoys the ride as he goes. Let's get a group card. That's what I'm trying to do, is to go with the flow. Try not to let the stress get to me. Thoth light codes. Did you know that this is the one who made us? Thoth. Or the one who tried to save us, actually. He's the good Anunnaki. He's the one who wanted to liberate us. Thoth. We should do a post on the Anunnakis. I don't know if we have already or not. Anyway. The Thoth is the one who did not agree with what they did to us with the imprisonment. Anyway, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. What is the divine message for us all? It's all about great teacher awakening. It's all about understanding that you're the teacher, you're the student, you're the creator, you're the writer, you're everything. You know, the magic of your experience lies within our grasp, because what we experience is us to some degree, to some energetic expression of us. You know, in this human life, we separate ourselves from our reality. You have me, Emma, and then you have the outside reality, which we believe is completely separate from us. But the reality is, man, I was going to talk French, even the outside reality is us. It is an expression of us, because we are all one energy, one creation. Therefore, everything that is to some degree an expression of you. So even the people who might be mean to you in some way or form, they are you, just not the version that you choose to be today. Okay. And that is really hard from a human perspective to wrap our heads around. That's something that Jesus was able to feel. That's why he could never get angry at the people that hurt him, because he knew that they are him, only playing a different version of his soul, a different part of him that he did not choose to experience at this time. And so in understanding that everything we experience here is in some way or form a part of us, an expression of us, we become a greater teacher, a greater student, because we start to realize that if everything is us, then we're also in control of everything. Therefore, there is no more need for fear. Therefore, there can only be manifestations and creations to take place, expressions of ourselves, parts particles, versions of ourselves. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it becomes really hard to get angry at the outside world when you start to identify that everything is you, because it's true, although very hard to comprehend in this human form. So start seeing everything that is around you as a part of you, and therefore fully in control. You're in control of what you allow to be expressed into this life, into this reality. That's deep. I'm going to take that one too. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it feels very true to my heart. I get it. It's just hard to wrap our heads around that even our loved ones are in some way or form expressions of us. This is crazy. Anyway, I hope that helps. I'm going to get my head wrapped around that too. I know that it's just hard to embrace it, isn't it? It's just hard to not see the individual creations. It's just hard to see individual creations as a reflection of you, because we are all one source, God source. We are all different expressions of that one God source. Therefore, we are all God source. Therefore, we are all one entity. Boom, boom, boom. And if we see everything and everyone as an expression of our essence, then it becomes really hard to get angry or to judge or to reject, dismiss, hate. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope these messages helped you guys, and I'll see you again next week with another post and another live session, and hopefully we get a better week next week. I hope you guys have a great week, and start setting up that Christmas tree. Mine's already up. I needed a cheering up, so on Saturday I put my Christmas tree up. Okay. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.